Let's talk a little bit about the creative brief. What are the ingredients that go into making a good one? The first point I'd like to make is about the creative brief existing in a process. There are things which happen before it and things which happen after it, and those are worth remembering. Before a creative brief, it's very important that the agency and the client have a really clear understanding of what is the business problem that the brand is facing, as that helps set the purpose of the creativity. After the creative brief, of course, there's lots of conversations, lots of briefings which go on with different creative people and other parties. And that's a very discursive, very colourful thing to be involved in. And the creative brief sits in the middle of those two things. The creative brief, in my mind, is the minimum amount of relevant information. And the creative briefing is the maximum amount of relevant information. A good way to think about this is simply remember that it is called a creative brief. The clue is in the name. It is supposed to be both creative and brief. A good way to test this, if a little simplistic, is to hold up a creative brief as a piece of paper, and if it looks as though it's quite black, it's full of words, might be on 2 or 3 pages, it's probably not great. However, if you pick one up and it looks predominantly white, that means someone's managed to keep it simple and short, and they're probably clearer on what they want from creative teams. So you can do the black or white test on creative briefs, which can be quite helpful. And if I think of some of the brands here at JWC that have continuously had good creative briefs, it's because they've managed to find simple, short encapsulations of what the brands are. So HSBC is about worldwide people wisdom, the Kit Kat brand is about championing the break, the De Beers brand is about eternal symbols of love, and so on and so forth. So I think my major tip for writing good creative briefs is to write briefs that are creative and brief.